going on, guys? It's Jeff Phynx from Jeff Phynx Films, and today we're going to talk about things to buy when you first start out as a young filmmaker or a young videographer, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Well, alright, we're going to get straight to it. First, you're going to need a camera, and it doesn't matter. To me, it really doesn't matter what kind of camera you have. I think it's just best to get a camera and just shoot. You know, learn what aperture is, just the functionality of a camera, how it moves, what's the difference between iOS and your shutter speed. Just get your hands on a camera and fuck around with every button on that motherfucker. You know, sorry, like I said, I cuss on here. So, yeah, so just fuck around. That's what I'd say. Fuck around. Me, when I first started, I had this T3i. You know, this camera is a really good camera. All the Rebel cameras, they're pretty dope. I mean, like, literally, I could take this out today and shoot a dope-ass music video. A crazy lit video. And you wouldn't tell you could tell the difference from my tier of knowing what a Sony looks like in 4K and what 1080p is. But that's good, though. The thing is, you're supposed to just figure these things out and learn and go. But yeah, get yourself a camera. I would say the next thing you would try to invest in is don't spend crazy money. Like, stay like in a range of like $1,000. Like, don't go crazy trying to buy all this crazy lighting and all this extra equipment that you don't know nothing about. I would just keep it really basic. You know, I would start out, like I said, start out with a camera. I would go invest in a decent tripod. Tripods are really cool, especially if you want to, you know, have a real clean, steady shot. Just like bang, you know, because sometimes, you know, shooting some things in your hands can get a little shaky, you know. Yeah, I would say definitely invest in a good tripod. And then for me, it's about, you have to think about what you're actually filming. Some people are doing, you know, when they get a camera, they're going out with their boys and they're filming vlogs. And if you're filming vlogs, after you buy a camera, I would definitely invest in a Rode mic. You know, I'm actually using my Rode mic to talk right now. So yeah, I would definitely invest in any Rodes, from the Go's all the way to the Pro. If you have it in your pocket, fuck it, just go ahead and get it. But watch what you're spending your money on. Another thing I would invest in after that, it would probably be like some type of stabilizer. Yeah, because after you say you're shooting a lot of things handheld or shooting things on your tripod, you want a more steady shot. Like, now we're talking more like music videos, films, documentaries. You want to have more of a steady shot. So I would definitely invest in like a Steadicam, shoulder rig, or a gimbal. But you have to figure out what works best for you. For me, I started out with a gimbal, and it's the greatest thing ever happened to me. I love the gimbal. Shout out to DJI. They make a great gimbal. The Ronin M is just incredible. Works really well, and you'll probably see a review on that pretty soon. Then after that, after a while, after I started shooting, I got more into the rigs, and I had like a small rig. Check out Small Rig. I put a link in the bottom so you can check it out. Small Rig's really good company. They make really good small little rigs that help support your camera. And then I got more into customizing my own rig. That's a whole nother story. But let's focus all the way back to, like I said, get yourself a camera, tripod, some audio, some type of stabilizer, and lighting. I'm gonna say here, lighting's a tricky thing, but you definitely want to have some type of lighting. Lighting, for me, when you're first starting out, don't get your mind caught up in trying to jump straight from not having lights to some like RE lights or some LED lights that you can't afford. Lighting can be anything sometimes. Sometimes you could be clever. Like, a friend of mine bought me this. This is lighting, you know? This kind of light's pretty decent. It's a fucking toy. It's not even real, but you have to get creative with lighting. Sometimes I go to Walmart, Home Depot, there's lighting in there. You know, just get the idea what lighting is. Don't jump all the way to LED screens. You know, I have LED panel screens, but at the end of the day, I needed to play with something before I got to that. So I would say just try out any lighting. You know, light bulbs, go into Walmart, Target, any place, man. Your iPhone has lighting, you know, just fuck around with lighting. After that, man, I would just say watch hella tutorials. Yeah, watch hella tutorials. Just and get out there and shoot. Just shoot. The more you shoot, the better you're gonna get. If you only shoot something once a week, that's good, but you want to shoot more than just once a week. You want to shoot more, like, let's say, at least 3 times a week. And that doesn't mean that it has to be something super long. You could take your camera, go out front of your house, just shoot a bird in a tree. And then take that clip, and then, you know, it comes to the next situation that you need to invest in is some type of program to cut and edit your footage. And a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings on this part. Me, I like Premiere. Premiere is dope. It's lit as hell. It's got some great features. It's an industry standard type of situation when you're dealing with Premiere. But I'm a Final Cut Pro X guy. You know, shout out to all my Final Cut Pro X guys out there. You know, I fucks with it. You know, for me, it was just comfortability, and I like a user-friendly type of software that I'm dealing with. That's why I love Apple, because Apple has definitely one of the best user-friendly interface, and Final Cut Pro X gives you that. You know, it's also an Apple-based product, so I go with Final Cut X Pro. Just drag some clips in there, mess around with them. If you can't afford Final Cut, just mess with iMovie. That's what I started out with. Like, iMovie's great. It allows you to get up to like 3 layers, so you're kind of understanding how to put clips together. That's the whole key thing. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm not going to waste too much time. But like I said, invest in the camera, some audio, mic, lights, Final Cut, Premiere, whatever. Just figure it out. Try. Just go out and shoot. Just shoot. The more you shoot, the better it starts to look. So, this is Jeff Phynx, and this is my what you should buy when you start out, I guess. So, plan better to shoot better.